Hey Jammers, and welcome back to my channel. If you looked at my first video, you'd notice that most of the 45 minutes was just me talking about my decision making. Rather than an intro to video today, however, I'm just going to be showing you how I create a den for an epic school den with minimal talking. This den is more of a role play den, and it's actually going to be one of the more complicated and large dens I make. But school dens are very common, so I wanted to show you Jammers exactly how I like to make them. Feel free to use any of the sections of this den that you think are particularly clever. At some points I will tell you what I'm doing and why, but for the majority of this video I'm going to be focusing on making the den itself. If you'd like to skip through this video, check out the following table of contents. Enjoy! Also, just so you guys know, for the majority of this video, I'm going to be going at about 20 times speed. So, just be prepared. This den does take a little while to put together, but the end result is so worth it. Alright, now I'm not going to lie, that took a really long time. It was about half an hour for reference. However, thank God I am finally done with it and ready to move on to the actual editing part. Yeah, it deleted my science room progress, so here we go again. If you don't have these tech or engineering den items, you can always replace these with, a dorm or a lounge, or maybe even move the music section down there. The one thing about gardens like this is that they do take up a lot of den space, and they take up a lot of inventory space. And since Animal Jam only allows you to have, I think, like 100 items in one den, that's kind of a problem, and that one ended up taking up too much space, so I just kind of took it out. If you have enough space to have a garden like that, feel free to do so. They look super cute and they're really fun. All right, now at this point, I believe that I'm done, so I'm just going to start taking you on a little tour of the den. All right. First and foremost, we have our math and history classrooms, which I stocked with all of these different lockers and water fountains. Then we have all of our desks. This is probably the most traditional classroom that I have. This is what I consider to be the math section. This is what I consider to be the history section. This is our science classroom. We have all sorts of different things going on here, including phantoms. We have some fossils. We have some chemistry. If you have some of this stuff, feel free to use it. If you don't have any of it, actually you can buy some of it from the science party if you want to host a party if you find one. You can also buy a lot of this fossil stuff in Baluch, and they just came out with a bunch of new fossil information as well. Here we have our little astronomy section where you can look out at the stars. It took me a really long time to find that emoticon. This is my personal favorite classroom. It's all of the art supplies. A lot of this stuff was from a promo package a while ago. However, if you don't have any of it, they do sell all of the pottery stuff, and they also, during Valentine's Day every year, have this craft table. I believe in the school den party, you can also find some of the art stuff, such as the art sink and the easel. All right, now I'm going to take you up the music section. I have a lot of drums right here, taking you up to the piano, which you can play. Now that the music party is back, you can, in fact, buy a lot more instruments. Here's a little section that you can hang out and just relax. I figure if you're a teacher, maybe you need a break from all those students. And now we have the slide, which takes a ridiculous amount of time to go down, especially with lag. And believe me, with a den filled with this much stuff, you will have lag. And that's just how it's got to be. And yes, it does take forever. Oh, please, we're so close to the end. All right, and now we have our fun little garden with all of our little trees and a little picnic table. Nice way to just get by and relax. Here's our lunch section, filled with all sorts of different stands. Most of this stuff has been sold or is sold. Some of this you can find at the summer carnival. You can, if you like, use a feast table or some sort of table from Epic Wonders. Here we have a little grill, little barbecue. I'm not 100% sure any school would actually trust students with fire, but for the purpose of this den, it's pretty cute. Ah, look at me eating broccoli. Here's our little lunch tables where you can sit and relax with your friends. All right, now I'm going to take you up to the playground. We have our fun little sidewalk chalk and our pogo stick. Next we have Foursquare, which was one of my favorite games in elementary school. We're going to go up here, maybe we'll play some basketball. Maybe we'll play some tetherball, although to be honest, I've never actually been good at tetherball. Probably get hit in the face, I'm not gonna lie. Here's our little skateboard park. Make sure not to get hurt. And now we have a pool, and to be completely honest, this section's just here because there's not really much academically that you can do with a little like hot spring. So here we are, we have just got some snow cones, we've got some beach towels. Pretty nice way to relax after doing all of that homework, if you did your homework. Oh, look at that, you can grab a snow cone. All right, now heading into our last section, we have a fun little student-kept garden, followed by our little tech specialty classroom. This is maybe a computer classroom, maybe a graphic design classroom. All right, and here's our engineering classroom. I myself love a good engineering classroom. It is, of course, a little bit of a fire hazard considering how close all these different tools are, but it's Animal Jam. Maybe that robotics team needs to get a little bit more funding in order to expand their workshop. Alright everyone, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I had a great time making it. It is quite a complicated, big, epic den, but I hope that you liked learning about it. Actually, in a few seconds here, I do have a bit of extra content that I decided to add on to the end, so if you'd like to see some last-minute edits, feel free to continue watching. Alright, so here's the deal, Jammers. I made this den a long time ago. However, there are a bunch of fun new items that Animal Jam came out with that I think would be really fun to have in a playground. So, I'm going to spend a few minutes just kind of updating the den based on things that I think would look really cute in this new den. Just for the record, this is me trying really hard to find things to get rid of since this den is absolutely and completely full. So just give me a minute here and then I'm going to find some things to get rid of so that I can input these fun new den items. I hope that you enjoyed my additional content, and I hope that you enjoyed the den itself. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.